Welcome to Radio Storytime on CPL Radio. Today's theme is Fall is Here. Hi, I'm Mrs. K.
And I'm Miss Heidi.
Fall has finally begun, and so have popular sporting events for the season. Before there were televisions, many sports fans listened to their favorite teams on their radios at home. Football and baseball were fall favorites.
On October 5th, 1921, Tommy Cowan sat in a radio studio with a telephone to his ear as a newspaperman stood at the baseball park and gave him the play-by-play of the 1921 World Series. Tommy, using Thomas Edison's personal phonograph and records, recorded the first baseball game broadcast.
Just a few days later, on October 8th, 1921, the first live sports radio broadcast of a football game aired on KDKA in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. West Virginia University and the University of Pittsburgh battled it out on Forbes Field. This radio broadcast helped turn college football into a national obsession.
Today on Radio Storytime, we won't be giving the Packers play-by-play. Instead, we are sharing stories about fall. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's selections.
Our first story is A Fall Ball for All by Jamie Swenson, read by Mrs. K. Once upon a golden day, autumn wind blew into play, wishing leaves into the air, orange, brown, purple, everywhere. At every burrow, den, and nest, an invitation fell to rest. You're invited, one and all, to the annual Windfall Ball. Geese postponed their grand migration, bears and bats their hibernation. Excitement for the party grew, from great gray owl to smallest shrew. The creatures donned their autumn best, fur and feather, primped and pressed, coyote groomed, pheasant preened, porcupine shook, others cleaned. The nights grew longer into fall as autumn wind prepared to the ball. Squalls sent pumpkins tumbling round, a breeze shook apples to the ground. Gusts and gales and tempest forces set afeet with 7 courses: cranberries, chestnuts, corn, and plums, sunflowers, daisies, and chrysanthemums. Harvest moons set the night aglow. Guests arrive, some fast and some slow, with time to nibble, greet, and play, while festive tunes got underway. Rabbit and turtle tapped to a beat as wind composed an autumn sweet. Soon the night was filled with song. A blustery chorus sang along. Then autumn wind began to dance. It breezed, it blew, it puffed, it pranced, beckoning both big and small to join in step at the Windfall Ball. Turkey strutted with elk and quail. Beaver kept time with his tail. A swirling night of celebration, windy, joyful jubilation. In the shindig's happy wake, an autumn treasure for all to take. A windfall feast, a winter's cache, a gobble to gobble berry store and stash. Chipmunks filled their furry cheeks, raccoons took pumpkins, corn, and leeks. Then Badger raised one final toast for all who gathered and their host. And every burrow, hill, and nest was ready then for winter's rest. Autumn wave goodbye to all until the next year's Windfall Ball. Now a word from our sponsor.
This is Miss Heidi from the Youth Services Department at CPL to tell you about what's happening in the library. The Literacy Alcove is all ready for October. Match the pumpkin alphabet or work on fall vocabulary words. Parents, don't forget to grab an October literacy calendar that includes fun activities for your pre-readers to do this month at home. Now, here's Mrs. K to tell you about an author visit coming to the library.
Thanks, Miss Heidi. Local author Barbara Josie and illustrator Renee Graff will be here October 24th. It's a Sunday at 1 p.m. to share their new book, The Fisherman, the Horse, and the Sea. Learn the backstory behind the book during an immersive presentation. Books will be available for purchase, and Barbara and Renee will be here doing book signing as well. Now back to our program.
Our second story is Mouse's First Fall by Lauren Thompson, read by Miss Heidi. One cool fall day, Mouse and Minka came out to play. Tumbling and twirling, fall leaves fell all around. "Look at all the colors," said Minka. Mouse saw red leaves and yellow leaves and orange leaves and brown leaves. "Pretty." "Look at all the shapes," said Minka. Mouse saw round leaves and skinny leaves and pointy leaves and smooth leaves. "Yay!" "Let's run through the leaves," said Minka. Mouse ran and skipped and kicked and swished through all the leaves. Fun. "Let's pile them up," said Minka. Mouse piled the leaves high. 1 leaf, 2 leaves, 3 leaves, lots of leaves. Yippee! "What a big pile," said Minka. "Let's jump in." Mouse leaped and jumped and plopped and rolled into the leaves. Whee! "I'm hiding," called Minka. "Can you find me?" Mouse peeked and poked and peered between the leaves. Where could Minka be? Then out popped Minka. "Here I am! Hooray! Hooray for Minka! Hooray for Mouse! Hip, hip, hooray for fall!"
Tune in next time when our theme will be the season of giving and thankfulness. I'm Mrs. K.
And I'm Miss Heidi.
See you next time.